That'll have to work.
Yeah, make it just a little bit crooked.
Oh, it's a little bit crooked?
Yeah, just so that way.
Oh, we can do that.
Just so that way it doesn't. It's like
not perfect.
How do you guys like my tie? You're gonna love it.
Never done this on anybody else but me, which is a good thing. Good out here.
Feels good out here.
It does. It's been really warm. Too warm, really. Matt would hurry up. An hour's too long.
Oh, wow. Hey man, hey.
Well, hey, yeah, hey.
Hey, it's on the couch with. Sorry, a second. I had to go get my bow tie.
On the couch with Fouch. Yeah, I'll say it for you. It's,
I knew
I've been here a while.
I knew that doing this interview with you, I wanted to look the part. And does my tie look okay?
It's okay.
It's my first time, my first attempt at a bow tie. What do you guys think? Is it look okay? And I just want you guys to see that I also got just say it's the craziest socks that I have.
Oh,
yeah.
So, those sure enough do dinky crazy.
So
I
know
tie.
Josh Singletary and the socks and the bow tie. I had to come prepared. So here I am.
Water.
I think I'm gonna be all right. But thank you for waiting.
Hey man, listen. Anytime. I'm glad I could.
Excellent. Thanks for joining me for On the Couch with Fouch. Unfortunately, we do not have a couch for this interview, but we picked a beautiful location right here at the 2014 National Quartet Convention. The very first time it's ever been in Pigeon Forge at the brand new LeConte Center.
Beautiful.
We have had a great first day, and it's so loud inside. It's basically sold out every night. So there are so many people here, like 10,000 people here every night. So there really was no good place in there to do the interview. So here we are outside with my brother from another mother.
Yes.
Says people, the funniest thing not the funniest thing, but one of the funniest things I come across on the road is people who ask me, didn't you used to play piano for the Wilburns? Or weren't you that guy that was playing and singing with Tribute and then you came to Legacy 5, right? And I'm sure that you have gotten at one point or another.
I just love your bass singing. It is so good. I enjoy you guys. Thank you.
So for that, people confuse us occasionally. So for that, I knew we had to do an interview.
Yeah, we have to.
The very first topic of discussion. So many people asked about the bow tie and the socks and just the wardrobe choices. So they want to know, where did the idea for you wearing bow ties come from? Because it's not normal in our genre and what we do. So where did that idea come from?
Where it actually came from, my general answer is because I wanted to, but I'll go a little more in depth with that. Yeah, and that's really basically the reason. But what actually started it was I wore it for one picture, and then I got to thinking, I can tie these. Why don't I just try it? Then it got to where, if I didn't wear one a night, people would walk up and go, where's your bow tie? Where's your bow tie? So I'd go, I didn't really like the bow tie. So I started wearing the bow tie. So I'm wearing them every night.
Excellent.
That's where it started. I'm sorry, it's not some big, earth-shattering explanation.
So how many bow ties do you own now?
Oh Lord, I haven't counted. I brought 10 with me, I think. And then I've got another 10 or 15 at home, so probably 25.
That's probably more than most guys just have of regular neckties.
Yes, that's because most guys don't lean towards bow ties.
So there you go. That's the story behind the bow tie for Josh Singletary.
That's it.
The next most popular topic we had several questions on was about your piano playing, your heroes, your influences with piano playing, and then your favorite song to play on piano.
All right, well, that's a loaded question. But I will say,
multiple questions.
All right, the first person who I'd be remiss if I did not say Anthony Berger was my first gospel music inspiration. Now, I have, just like many other artists, secular inspirations. I love Harry Connick Jr. I love a lot of jazz players, Oscar Peterson, Dave Brubeck. But in gospel, Roger was another one of my favorites. But I was also a big fan of Victor Borge. Some people may catch on. So yeah, those are the core ones that I really latched on to.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And
what was the other question?
So those are your
Favorite
heroes
songs.
and the guys that influenced you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now my favorite
So
song
your
to
favorite
play.
song to play.
Lord, that's like asking me, what's your favorite attribute of Jesus? All of them. I love to play. I really like to play Mansion Over the Hilltop. I love playing that, and I love playing Every Day with Jesus. It's fun. It's fun. People like to play.
Is that the one that you do?
Yeah, the Chico Marx thing. Yeah.
Okay, so I do have to tell you, I believe that I saw you play with the Wilburns. Obviously, how old are you?
I'll be 33 this year.
Okay, so I'll be 32 in November.
Oh, okay.
So you're just a year older than me. Yeah. And I came to Delville, Indiana.
Oh my God.
And watched you play with the Wilburns. 2000 maybe?
Oh, no, I started with them in 2001, so it had to be either 01 or 02.
In 2000, okay. So somewhere around there.
Wow.
And you actually got up and sang bass that night.
I did.
And I remember that.
I did, but it was more so
It's more of a baritone
Jackie
bass.
Wilburn bass, not so much Tim Riley bass.
Right. So
Yeah.
I brought that up because maybe a lot of people don't know that you were with the Wilburns for a while, or at least the people that watch the On the Couch with Fouch episodes.
That's true.
And so, what is your favorite? This wasn't a this is just a question I have.
Yes.
What was your favorite moment with the Wilburns?
Oh, probably, and we do it every night now. The Outside the Gate. We do that song Outside the Gate. Some of you have heard of it. And then we do we walk out in the audience and do it a cappella, of course.
Oh, that's
a cappella. That was always probably one of my favorite things, the moments of the Wilburns, because it was always a moment.
Right.
You know, it was always a moment, and it's a moment for us.
Very cool. A lot of people don't do something like that, but
No.
it is a neat experience for the people that are there in attendance. We know when the singers are walking out in the crowd singing
no microphone,
acapella, no microphone,
whole different dynamic.
yeah, no
Whole different
music,
dynamic.
just out there singing. So I'm sure a lot of people absolutely love it.
Yeah, they clap.
And if they clap, you know they love it.
They must like it.
Into the actual questions from the people who submitted
from
them.
people.
Christy Divine, thank you for your question.
Thanks, Christy.
She would like to know, who is your favorite songwriter? Great question.
That's a great question.
And by the way, I didn't give him the questions. If he went on to Facebook or Twitter or whatever and looked at the questions, that was his call. I didn't tell him to. And so some of these are probably going to catch him by surprise.
Yeah, favorite songwriter. I love Diane Wilkinson. You can't help but love Diane Wilkinson. I love Kenna West.
She has really come on strong lately.
She
in
has.
a lot of her songs.
Rebecca Peck. Yeah, there again, it's like saying, what's your favorite song? Or what's your favorite attribute of Jesus?
Yeah.
I don't, there's so many.
Yeah.
That's
A
the
lot of
first ones
great
I can,
writers.
Fanny Crosby. Lord have mercy, nobody writes like that. Yeah, nobody writes like that anymore.
Or really talks about her.
Oh no,
much anymore.
nobody
Yeah.
does. And that the way she put her ideas down on paper was genius. Genius. You don't see that anymore.
You do not.
Don't, because she's dead. I don't mean that to be heartless. That's
Yeah.
that's the
Well,
truth.
nobody's laughing.
Shit, no.
Yeah. Scott Trammell would like to ask you, did you all enjoy the skyline that he brought to you at Steve Hurst School of Music?
Well, yeah. Yes, the simple answer to that is yes.
Very good.
We enjoyed it very much.
Next question. Ryan Biederman wants to know, if you were an animal, what animal do you think you would be?
Would be a goofy-looking giraffe or something. That's
What kind of attributes do you have?
the long neck, the goofy head. I don't know. It's like if someone were to play me in a movie, it would be Napoleon Dynamite.
Well, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah. For sure.
Thanks for that.
Eat the food, Tina.
Yeah, eat the food, Tina.
That's one of the lines I remember from that movie.
Yeah.
Next
Who's a
question.
very good-looking fellow, by the way. Very good looking fellow.
Sure. Ruth Hebert would like to know, why do you wear crazy socks?
Why do I wear crazy socks?
So see, now we had the bow
We're back
ties,
that.
now we're doing
Okay,
the socks.
all right. So that one was after watching a few episodes of Letterman. A couple people came on with some funky socks once, or when they came on the show, and I thought, you know what? Those are some cool socks that they look classy with what they're wearing, but I would like to try to do something like that, and so I did. That's really all there is to it. Yeah.
I've looked at similar kind of socks, not quite like that, but similar style. And what the name brand that I found, I think was maybe Happy Socks.
Happy socks.
Is that the kind that you
That's
get?
the ones that that's one of them that I
Okay.
did get. Yep. And people go, where do you get them? Like their bow ties. Where do you get your bow ties? Where you get wherever they're on sale.
I've seen them. The places I've seen them has been at a store called the Nordstrom Rack.
That's where I get these.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the only place I've
I
really
love 'em at
seen
Nordstrom
them.
Rack.
But I don't go to the regular Nordstrom because it's just too
About
expensive
that.
for me.
About that,
But the
yeah.
Rack, they send like their clearance and discounted
Yep.
stuff too.
And that's where I
that store.
got my first bunch of them. Yeah.
Cool. Diane Eaton would like to know, why do you sing with an accent?
All right, are you ready? Okay, that's all right. First off,
First, I want to know, what is the
but
accent?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea. I've been doing this
Great
for
answer.
14 years. 14 years. And everyone's known me for about 14 years until this song. Apparently I'm reintroduced to everybody. Where'd you get the accent? Well, I don't know. I don't sing with an accent. Just like I try not to speak with an accent so you can understand what it is I say. Because if I were to go, Jesus was a man who was not like any other. He preached about judgment. Number one, my pitch would be awful. Most people in the world wouldn't be able to understand what a word I'm saying.
True that.
And it would kill me vocally. So I enunciate my words and pronounce the words as the dictionary says you're supposed to pronounce them, which apparently comes across as
An accent.
accent.
Wow, that is a very in-depth
Yes,
answer.
it was. That's because
But-
I've had to answer it many times.
I had actually never noticed that you sang with an accent.
Me
so
neither. That's the thing.
Great minds
That's
there.
the
So, there you are, Diane. Hope you enjoyed the answer. Next question. Faith Harmon would like to know, who is your biggest singing inspiration? Probably
Sinatra.
easy.
Sinatra.
Great singer.
Sinatra. All the way. Man knew how to phrase and knew how to enunciate and never went off pitch.
Imagine that. Okay, I'm going to really struggle with this next name, and you guys know sometimes I do. Tanashi Mashimbidza. I'm sorry, I have no idea how to pronounce your
That was very
name.
good.
But
I'm very proud.
hooked on phonics did
Because
not work
I
for
would
me.
not be able to. I'm sorry, honey. I wouldn't.
I thank you for your question. It's the first time that I've noticed that he's even submitted questions. But he would like to know, will Tribute ever tour Ireland and England?
If we're invited.
There you go. Invited.
Not just an invite, hey, come on over. But if we're invited, we have to be invited. Formally invited.
So, there's
So,
your answer.
yeah, there you go.
If not, you can always fly to the States and sit here. They're all over the place.
Yes, you could call Harper Agency. Go to harperagency.com.
Next question. Amy Steger, thank you for your question. She wants to know, what's the funniest thing to happen on stage?
So it was our first year at NQC. We were singing at a showcase, and they called our name. And let's see, it was the tenor singer went up, Gary went up, then I went up, except I fell up the stairs. I had the microphone in the hand.
Boom.
All over the building,
Nice.
you could hear it.
I mean, it's just like
I got up, I just kept on going. And the funny part was not the fall, it was the people afterwards going, did you do that on purpose?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, because they know
Absolutely
you.
no. Yeah.
They know you.
Yeah,
they know
yeah.
that you would do something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I could be bleeding, gushing blood, and they'd go, did you do that on purpose?
That was hilarious.
That
I
was
thought
a
that
great
was
joke.
so
That's
funny.
an amazing trick. How did you do that?
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's the funniest moment for him.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is the funniest moment of the program for me because I get to do the Fouch Zone. Here we are. We have a certain number of questions in an unspecified amount of time. You have to answer the questions. If you do not get the answer in that amount of time, we go directly to the next question. Are you ready? What percentage of people in the world have red hair? Time. What is the capital of Kentucky? Time. Third longest book in the Bible is? Time. How old is the oldest active gymnast in the world?
I know
Time.
people.
What century was the bow tie invented? And time. Not Chicago.
Oh, it's close.
Okay. Would you like to take an actual guess on some of these?
Sure.
Okay. What percentage of the world population has red hair?
Oh, it's like 10, 8.
1 to 2%.
Oh,
We
going
are
extinct.
definitely in the minority.
Yeah. Gingers.
The capital of Kentucky is it Louisville or Lexington?
Lexington.
Actually, it's neither. It's Frankfurt.
Frankfurt. Like I said, it's spelled the same, pronounced different.
The third longest book in the Bible is?
Third longest.
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, like I was going to say.
I knew you had it right on.
I did. It was there.
How old is the oldest active gymnast in the world?
73.
Close. 86.
96.
Can you imagine an 86-year-old
No.
actively
I
participating?
can't imagine a 33-year-old actually.
That's awesome. I hope to see that on YouTube someday.
I do too.
And what century was the bow tie invented? You should know this. With
Oh, I
25 bow
should, but
ties
I
in your
didn't
closet.
study the history about that. We didn't get to that. So thank you for third?
17th.
17th?
17th
Yeah,
century.
17th century. It's what we talked about earlier.
Yep.
Yeah, my mom called me and said, by the way, just in case you need to know, the
That's the
17th
answer.
century.
So, thank you so much for joining me for
Thanks for
On the
letting
Couch with Fouch. Appreciate
it.
your time tonight. And thank you guys for joining us. Be sure to come back every month, the first of every month. And On the Couch with Fouch video interviews with your favorite Southern Gospel artist, Josh Singletary of Tribute Quartet. Give everybody the website and where they can catch you guys online.
All right, tributequartet.com, facebook.com/Tribute Quartet, twitter.com/Tribute Quartet, but you can find everything at tributequartet.com.
There you go. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.